wedding party and guests. I am here to host a toast to my best friend Peyton and her husband Jake. We have all came here today to celebrate the unification of these two amazing people. Now, I know some of you might not know a lot about Peyton, so I'm here as her maid of honor to tell you everything there is to know. First, I'm going to start off with how I met Peyton. Well, Peyton first started going to my school during freshman year. The main thing that I noticed about Peyton was her laugh. Every single time during history class, you could hear her just giggling in the back, and it was so contagious. We first started really getting close during basketball season. Our basketball practice didn't start till 6 o'clock in the evening, so Peyton would just stay with me in my dad's classroom. We would karaoke, and we would eat food, of course. What else is there to do? And we had a football that would play catch back and forth. Don't tell my dad. And then track season came, and we would cheer for each other while we would run our events. Peyton was distance, so she was always running her 2 mile, versus I was sprinting, so I was always running my 200. We would both celebrate each other's successes. We both knew that we tried so hard on our events, and we made sure that we knew that. One of my favorite memories with Peyton was when we took a trip to Texas. We went all the way to Galveston to the beach. The main thing about it is the car ride was so long. When I say long, I mean long. It took like 15 hours for us to drive from my house to the beach, which was very long. Which we still had to factor in all the times where we stopped for food, stopped for bathroom breaks, or just to stop and stretch our legs. When we got to the ocean, I was so excited. But one thing I learned is that Peyton is actually scared of the ocean. She was like, "You don't know what's in the ocean. It could come and get you." And she was so scared. But I was just like, "It hasn't got us yet. We're fine. We're still here. What are you talking about? The ocean's not scary." But she was still scared. We had so much fun. Even though she was a little bit scared, it was fun. The next thing you should know about Peyton is how determined she is. During our time in high school, she would run cross country and she ran 5Ks. I was like, a 5K? That is too long. That's too long for me. You can run, but I'm not going to. And over her time, she actually beat the school record. Peyton was so determined, and she always worked so hard to meet her goals. I always admired her for that. During the summer of our sophomore year, I was able to convince Peyton to join band. And I know some of you are like, "Peyton plays an instrument?" Yes, she actually plays multiple. At first, Peyton was gonna play the baritone, but she took that home, and it wasn't her cup of tea. So then we went and we talked to our director, and he decided to ask Peyton if she wanted to try percussion. So Peyton started out, she was a cymbal player, and she had so much success in percussion, and when we got to our senior year, she was the drum major. It was a great accomplishment for her, and I was so proud. The final thing that I especially want Jake to know is Peyton's love for dogs. Peyton had a dog named Sweet Girl when we were growing up, and I swear she loved that dog more than she did any person. Sweet Girl was the center of her world. When we got back from all of our trips, even if it was just a day at school, Peyton would full on give Sweet Girl a hug and just love on her so much. Sweet Girl really was a big part of her family. The final things that I want to tell you is that Peyton has always been by my side, and I want her to have the best time ever with you, Jake. I really hope you can continue to make more memories with her, and that I can make more memories too. I mainly just hope that you guys have multiple years together, and that you guys will always love each other. Peyton, I am so happy that you have found this great guy, and I toast to you too.